Kia ora everybody. Tim Tipene here, founder of Warrior Kids. And today what I'm wanting to do is I'm wanting to put out a video for those that are running Warrior Kids, running the Warrior Kids program, or those that are wanting to run the Warrior Kids program. And what I'm doing here is I'm looking at the manual. So the Warrior Kids manual, Warrior Training for Children, is available, and there are a lot of people who have this manual. They're running the Warrior Kids program from it. What I'm wanting to do is to touch base on the program and to look at the first session, because what I did was, I constantly developed Warrior Kids. I constantly changed it, I streamlined it, I tried to make it as effective and as beneficial as possible. So what you have in the manual, I don't do now. I don't run Warrior Kids like that. However, I still use everything in the manual. Now, I'm not going to go into great details in terms of explaining everything, because really you need to get the manual if you don't have it. By getting the manual, you'll get all the inner and outer workings of the program and everything around it that supports it. And those are very essential and very important. What I am going to do though is I'm just going to go over session 1. Now in the manual, this is what is in session 1. There's a lot. And I know that a lot of people have felt very daunted about what is in the manual and thought it was a lot to cover. I'm going to show you a much simpler session, a much simpler way of running it. All this stuff is still usable. Everything that's in the manual is usable. You can use it in a different way though, so you can create more sessions just from the material, the extra material that's left over. Now, first and foremost, what's really important with Warrior Kids is the relationship. It's the relationship between you as the instructor and the children, and the students. That is the core. You get your relationship right, everything else is going to fall into place. That's where you really need to focus your energy on. And that's why the program is so much, the idea behind it is that it's so much fun and that the children want to be there. Okay, that's very important. Now, for session 1, going into a school, running a school program, I would go in there, I would make it really straightforward, very simple. First of all, I would welcome everybody. Right? So I'm going to put it up here. I would welcome all the students and describe and tell them what we're going to be doing, how long they're going to be attending for, how many sessions are going to be done, and what is expected of them. That they're expected to, come along, have a good time, enjoy themselves, and to think about their behaviour, the choices that they make, but also it's a place of, the big thing is it's a place of supporting these kids and showing them that it is a supportive environment. It's very different from a classroom. It's not about that there's certain things they have to learn. This is a caring, nurturing environment, addressing the emotional needs, addressing the behaviour in a loving and caring, gentle way. Now, secondly, what we go to there is a few words to start, okay? So, just the starting. Now with the starting, you're talking about something really simple. And on the first class, at the beginning and at the end, I might say a few words to start, and at the end I'll say a few words to finish. If I'm saying a few words in the beginning, I'd say it's lovely that everybody's here. It's wonderful to meet you all. I'm looking forward to getting to know each and every one of you better. And let's have a wonderful time today. Let's keep safe and enjoy ourselves, okay? That could be a nice start. Some cases people do prayers or whatever is appropriate for the group that you're running. Okay, number 3, this will be a round of names. So this is getting to know each other. And in the manual there's a lot of ways we do that. In the first class, I will share this, what we tend to do is to say our name and a colour that stands out for us today. All right, our name and a colour that stands out for us. It's breaking down the barriers, and it's building connections. Then from here, I will go to the first evasive form. That is the first evasive form. Again, you will find that in the manual. There are also videos of it on YouTube and on Facebook. You will find them there. Very simple form, very good for self-protection, making the children more aware of their surroundings, and it's something that we use in terms of dealing with other people's aggression without becoming violent or aggressive ourselves. So it's all about taking control of ourselves and the situation. So running through that, the first evasive form. Then let's have some fun with it. So we do that pretty quick. I would do 5 on one side, 5 on the right side. Okay, 5 on the left, 5 on the right. And then from there I would move on to an evasion challenge. This is fun. The idea is it's fun and it's exciting. If you look in the manual, you'll see the way it's done. Also, again, there's a lot of clips of it being done online, so you can check that out. Should not be threatening, should not be a scary exercise, but it should be a confronting exercise. It should challenge the kids a bit and get their heart pumping a little bit, get them excited, but that joyous excitement, yeah. It's a lot of fun, that one. Then let's go to rolling. So tumbling, right? And for the first one, we're looking at sideways and then forwards tumbles. Again, go fast, get the kids moving quickly. To begin with, though, you want to show them how to do the sideways and the forward rolls. Again, you find that in the manual, as you'll know. And if you're not so confident with it, if you're a person that's not so confident with the physical stuff, then you want to have a child there that you know is very capable in this area, and get them to help you teach it. All right? In doing that, you're uplifting that child straight away, and you're getting them into a leadership role within the group. That can be very powerful for a lot of children and very rewarding. Okay. Then my pen's not very dark here, I'm afraid. I hope you're seeing this. Then roll tiggy. Roll tiggy is a fun game. Roll tiggy is exciting. In roll tiggy, it's all about rolling. The kids love it. Gets everything moving really quick and fast. And I would use the square way of doing the roll tiggy. There's a lot of versions of roll tiggy that I have adapted and created for warrior kids. There's a square version. It's nice, it's quick, it gets 4 people rolling at a time. Yeah, the kids love it. Just watch the noise volume. If anything, you just want to watch the noise volume. Especially if there's other classes or anything around. Then from here, we're going to a breathing exercise. So the one that I use on the first session, the breathing exercise that I use on the first session is this one here, when the hands come together and it's breathing in through the nose, holding that breath, bringing the arms up, and then slowly exhaling through the mouth. Okay, very simple exercise, and I would run through that. How many times are necessary, really? Maybe 7 times or so. I wouldn't keep it going for too long. Yeah. The breathing exercises are good. They're wonderful things just to put in now and then, because it always brings us back to ourselves, and it's all practicing that self-control. Settling, mindfulness. Then from here, one of the most essential parts of the program is the shearing circle. This pen is not good. For the next one, I'll make sure I get a good pen. The shearing circle. This is where we sit down in a group and everybody is sharing their high and their low points. When you first run this with a group, some may not be too keen to share. That's okay. Be gentle with it. Don't worry about that. Because what will happen is, over time, they will warm up, they will trust the group, and they will share. On the other side of that, there'll be kids that want to share straight away. And they will have lots to share. And so it'll be a situation too where you might have to limit how much they share, because they'll just want to keep going on and on. The idea with the sharing circle is to keep it very simple, a high point and a low point, and that's it. That is all explained, of course, in the manual. Then finish off, bring the group back together in a circle, just as we did in the beginning, and someone say a few words to finish the group off. Warrior Kids is fun. It's real simple. I didn't mean to make anybody daunted when I wrote the manual. In saying that though, I wanted the manual to really cover as much as possible. The manual is a guideline, something you can keep coming back to. Feel free to change things though. Feel free to adapt. Keep it simple. This is a very straightforward session. It's a lot of fun. It's active. Get out there and do it. That's the most important thing. You know, this has been so rewarding for me to do Warrior Kids. I've worked with so many children and it's been so rewarding. So I encourage you to get out there and make a difference. Enjoy. This is session 1. Soon I'll put out session 2. Okay. Thank you. I hope this helps.